Let me walk you through very quickly through the course structure and content, and I will describe here basically very briefly the 14 course sections. I will start with describing to you what's necessary about the Snowflake platform. So this is basically a quick introduction to Snowflake. I will continue with Snowflake objects, and I will present you basically account level objects and schema level objects. Virtual warehouses. Well, these are the car engines. This is what I call them when you have to execute the code, but specifically SQL queries. Snowpark Container Services, SPCS. This is a very specific and a very technical section. If you're aware with Docker, let's say, yes, you'll find it familiar. Otherwise, if that's too technical for you, you can skip it for now. Query performance optimization. That's very important because if you work with Snowflake at some point in time, you'll be required anyway to know how to optimize a query, how to make it perform faster. Stages and files. And yes, I introduce you here to the different file formats because to bring data into Snowflake tables, you have to get it from files and to copy, to upload basically these files into stages, internal or external stages. With these files, then a very important process is to copy the data in Snowflake tables. And usually this is done through pipelines. If you're a data engineer, maybe you already worked with such pipelines elsewhere. So, yes, I'll tell you how to use bulk or a stream ingestion, how to create ETLs or ELTs with Snowflake, how to automate the process of data ingestion through different steps. Snowflake security. Everything about network security, authentication, and authorization, which is done basically through what we call the access framework with RBAC, discretionary access, and so on. Data governance is a lot about restricting access to specific roles or users to some table rows or table columns. Programming in Snowflake. I'll not go here into all the details because there's not a programming oriented code, hands on oriented course, but I will describe to you what are the main modules, libraries, REST APIs, tools, and so on. Snowflake AI and ML. Yes, here we go. We'll be talking about Snowflake Cortex with generative AI and the previous, the legacy, let's call it legacy, Snowflake ML or Snowpark ML, which is still used a lot to create ML pipelines with MLOps. Collaboration in Snowflake, a very important section when it's about sharing data between different Snowflake accounts. So I'll be talking about secure data sharing, about exposing data sets or native apps through the public and the private marketplace, about creating and using native apps, about creating data clean rooms, and so on. Continuity, business continuity, actually, and data recovery. So I will describe to you briefly the replication in Snowflake, how to do failover and failback, okay, how to create backups and restore data from such specific backups. And finally, I will end up with Snowflake pricing and cost. I will show to you how Snowflake actually makes money, yeah, with the data, with everything, with the features provided to you, and what you can do to explore the costs you have in your Snowflake account, to monitor these costs, and how to optimize these costs. So here we go.